For 3 millennia, the galaxy had known peace, at least the kind that comes after the dominant force in the stars goes quiet. Humanity had vanished. No wars, no expansion, no interference. Just silence from the blue planet that once burned half the Orion Arm into ash to end the Dominion Wars. Aliens called it the Great Dormancy. Peace flourished. Empires rose and fell. Species evolved. Myths of human wrath turned to bedtime stories. Until the Zarn came. Arrogant, young, and eager for conquest, the Zarn Empire scoured ancient records. They laughed at tales of humans who shattered moons with thought-guided weapons, and infantry who walked through neutron storms. Superstitious nonsense, they decided. Humanity had gone soft or extinct. The Earth was quiet, defenseless, and so they arrived in orbit around Sol 3. 300 warships, planet killers, troop carriers. The grand strategist of the Zarn, Lord Vashtol, broadcast a single message in 100 galactic tongues. Humanity, your time is over. Submit or be erased. There was no response. No defenses activated. No weapons powered up. Just an ancient, planetary network called the Internet flickered to life after centuries offline. Then came the human reply. It wasn't a war council. It wasn't a fleet. It was a man. An old man. He stood alone on a windswept plain, near the ruins of what had once been New Tokyo. Gray beard, dark eyes, hands behind his back. His voice echoed across the stars through a subspace transmission. You challenge us. After 3,000 years of peace, we smile, little Zarn. Not from arrogance, but memory. The Zarn laughed. Their flagship powered up its main cannon and fired. The beam struck the Earth and stopped, not at a shield, not at a weapon. At the old man, he raised one hand. The beam bent midair, twisted like a ribbon, and collapsed into a ball of red-hot plasma, suspended above his palm. He flicked it skyward. It disintegrated a Zarn dreadnought in orbit. The silence that followed was deafening. Then he spoke again. Peace was not our weakness. It was our choice. But you've made your choice too. Across the system, ancient satellites stirred from sleep. Martian dust peeled away from hidden silos. Deep under Europa's oceans, titanic machines hummed with awakening cores. The Zarn fleet tried to retreat. They never got the chance. The asteroid belt fragmented, revealing hidden railgun arrays built during the last war, aimed outward, waiting. They fired in unison. Slugs traveling at a third the speed of light tore through the Zarn command ships before they could blink. On Jupiter's moon Ganymede, old AI war minds reawakened. Digital gods once shackled by peace treaties opened eyes glowing with stored rage. And Earth remained still. Humanity didn't launch a single ship. They didn't need to. By the time the battle ended, 22 minutes had passed. The Zarn fleet was gone. No survivors. Only silence. And a message, transmitted by the same old man now seated beneath a sakura tree, sipping tea. We did not forget how to fight. We simply hoped we'd never need to again. Let this be a reminder. We are still here. We are still human. The message was sent not just to the Zarn homeworld, but to every major empire, alliance, and species in the galaxy. Panic gripped the stars. Council meetings convened. Ancient defense protocols reactivated. The myth was real. Humanity had returned, not with vengeance, but with a warning wrapped in mercy. Some asked why the humans hadn't destroyed the Zarn homeworld. The answer was simple. They didn't need to. Fear had done the work. Across the galaxy, a new phrase took root among diplomats and soldiers alike. If a human smiles at you, pray they're being polite. Because now every species knew the truth. Humanity hadn't disappeared. They had simply grown tired of war. But in their quiet, they had not forgotten. They had waited. And when they were challenged, they just smiled.